Hi, everyone. It's Kristen Williams with the Williams team in Austin, Texas. I am going to answer a question today, one that I get quite frequently, and I'm having this conversation regularly. It's about when will we see housing recovery? I was actually texting with a friend and a past client who's moving back to the area from being out of the country and just strategically thinking when is the best time for them to buy a home because strategically, it's always great to be a buyer if you have that opportunity to buy when the housing market is low and sell when the housing market is high. So I'm going to answer that question today. So what I will say is that we are seeing a slight increase in the housing market in activity. So from an activity perspective, our fall, we've definitely seen the number of houses that have gone under contract, the number of showings on listings is beginning to increase and has been increasing since middle of September, really when the Fed announced their rate cut. Now the Fed's going to lower the rate again in November post the election. And so I think there's still a little bit of hesitation and fear regarding just housing and making any sort of large purchases regarding the election. I do think that we're going to begin to see what feels like true recovery in the spring of 2025. So that's not far off. We always historically, if I reflect back, we always have a really strong spring in the Austin market. This year, even though the housing market is down, our spring was really strong. Last year, the housing market was down and the spring was still pretty strong. So I don't foresee any reason why spring won't be strong as we move into 2025. And then what I would love to predict is that the 2025 throughout the whole entirety of the year, summer and fall would be strong as well. Hard to predict exactly. I think it really depends on interest rates and if rates come down again. We have a lot of pent up demand in the market. And that's been really clear. And we haven't had as many real estate sales, like volume of sales is down, like the number of total sales is down compared to kind of normal average years. And so we might have a lot of those people who've been on the sidelines decide to enter into the market once it gets a little bit more strong. So my prediction is that 2025 will start to feel like true recovery. 26, that's a year and a half from now, will probably be where we really see that true recovery where the market really starts to improve. And I don't necessarily, I said this, I don't think the market's going to go gangbusters. I don't think it's just going to be like crazy free for all like it was in 2020 and 2021. I really hope not too, because we want it to be a sustainable, steady increase in the market, not just this like light switch. And I don't think we're going to see that, but I guess time will tell. Austin is still a really great city to be in. I know it is more expensive than other cities in Texas, but Austin is a great city. So there's a lot of great things happening in October. It's ACL weekend. Next weekend's a big football game and home game, F1. So anyhow, Austin's just a great city. So definitely passionate about people living here and owning real estate. So if you are a home buyer, now is a great time to be a buyer because the housing market is low. And I know rates haven't come down as much as they are predicted to come down, but you can always refinance that interest rate later. So that's it. That's my piece. Feel free to reach out. Let me know what questions you have. Have a really great weekend and hook 'em horns. If you're a Longhorn, hook 'em horns. And I hope that tomorrow's a really good game against OU. Have a great weekend. See you next week.